Have you ever wondered how artists do cool makeup effects in movies? How do they do the crank makeup from the Maze Runner? Or even how do they do any zombie makeup in general? Special effects makeup is mainly used in movies, but is used for other things too. Directors and makeup designers of movies use these techniques to get the audience's attention through wounds. Special effects makeup has been used since the beginning of the 1900s. You have all seen movies, so you have seen special effects makeup. But it's just a scratch, a cut, or a severe wound. It's all special effects. People who make movies do use CGI or digital effects, but today I'm going to be talking about practical effects, or what's actually done on the actor and actress. My mom first introduced me to normal beauty face makeup, but this past winter for the one-act play, I was asked to learn how to do special effects makeup by creating scars. And this has now become a hobby, and I enjoy doing it. On the screen are some examples of different designs that I have done, and these two are the ones from the one-act play. Okay. Today I'm going to show you the materials required, how to use the liquid latex, and how to present the fake scar as a real one. Before you start, you need to gather all the materials. So the main thing you need is liquid latex. I have Monster liquid latex. You need cotton balls, sponge applicators, makeup pencils or eyeliner to trace the design, foundation, multiple different kinds of eyeshadows. I normally use pink, red, maroon, purple, and black, kind of make it look infected. Scissors, clear lip gloss, and glitter. It can be any kind of glitter. I have silver and red craft glitter. Now that we have our materials, we can start creating the fake wound. So the first thing we need to do, we need to take some lotion, put it on the area where you're going to do the design, because if you don't, it hurts to take off. It will really hurt really bad. So then you use a makeup pencil, you draw the design. I usually do like an eye shape. Then you take your sponge applicator, dip it in the liquid latex, and you start putting it on the design. Cut not too lightly and not too thick either. So you just do it the whole thing, all the way around, and in the middle too. You kind of make it blend with the skin. So once you do that, you take a cotton ball. I kind of broke mine like on purpose so I can do this, and I twist it, and then I just put it around or on the mark that I made all the way around. Then once you have done that, you use your sponge applicator again and put it thickly on the cotton so it like starts to stick. You usually want to use cheap sponge applicators, because it's kind of like a one-time, one-use thing, because liquid latex gets hard afterwards. So you do that completely all the way around. And so I have done a different model so it can dry, because it takes a while to dry. And so you can see that. Okay. So first thing, now that it's dry, because it's kind of clear, I take a Q-tip and scissors or whatever, and I just kind of, either I can grab it, or kind of, I normally take the Q-tip and twist it, but it's dried a bit too much, so I can at all. Okay, so I normally rip it, and I usually make like flaps, kind of like, so it looks like it's peeling up. I can't at the moment, so I'm going to take my foundation, put it on, take another sponge applicator, and then I start putting it around on the liquid latex. And you also want to, normally you would want to do it underneath the flaps, because that's how you want it to look like it's peeling, but I can't do that today. So if I were to, then I would start using eyeshadow. I use this Venus 3 by Lime Crime. So I first take this light pink and I do it on the edge, just lightly all the way around. Then once I do it all the way around, I would take this kind of maroon or dusty rose and put it lightly on top of the pink, if I you just do that all the way around, and then you would take a little bit of purple and just slightly add it on top of both of the colors, just lightly, and also maybe underneath the flaps a little bit. And then if you were to do that all the way around, you would start next with a black, really dark black, and you would go underneath the flaps, which I can't, moment, but you would go underneath and kind of make it look like it's deep and have depth. So, and also you can sometimes add powder for the skin color to make it more skin color. I'm trying to rip it so I can show you. Okay, so now that it's ripped, now I can show you. Take the black, and then you go underneath the flap, and just kind of, doesn't matter what it really looks like, you can get underneath, and you go all the way around. So, once you have done that all the way around, you can start with your glitter. You take your clear lip gloss, and you put it all the way around and underneath the flaps. So just everywhere. And then what you start, take a makeup brush, take the red, you start putting it right underneath the flaps, so it's kind of looks like it's bleeding. So just right underneath, just barely showing. And then once you do that, you can take all the way around. You can take your silver glitter and put it on the rest of it and kind of blend it with the red on the edges. So if we were to completely finish this, it would look something like this. I like to make mine look infected, kind of. And so as you can see, special effects makeup is very interesting and unique. It does take time to do, but in the end it is worth it. For this speech, I showed you the necessary materials needed for special effects makeup, how to correctly apply the liquid latex, and how to create the full look of a severe injury. Special effects makeup is a unique hobby and could potentially be a career. It does take time to learn and to do, but it is also very fun. Thank you for listening to my speech.